What's up, everyone? In this video, we're going to be doing the weekly recap of the stat modeling strategy. The market had another pretty wild week. We had the market just explode to the upside. Stocks roared past all-time highs. We had Tesla and Nvidia just explode, and it was a pretty wild week. Lots of big earnings, and of course, we had the FOMC meeting, which was pretty good. But let's get right into this week's recap, and we'll start off with the bot plays. So this week's volatility was pretty good for the bot. It had 5 plays, as usual, basically. Out of the 5 plays, every single one of those plays popped for at least 12%. We could see the play that popped for the lowest amount popped for 12%, and the play that popped the most was a 56 to 57% pop, which is pretty good. It had a pretty awesome call out with Disney on Friday, which was awesome to see. It popped for 35%, and honestly, it was just a really easy alert to follow. You know, sometimes the bot calls out a play, and it takes a couple hours for it to move. Disney was one of those plays where it was pretty simple. You know, it alerted out right around this area, right around 175, 175.50 or so, and over the course of the next hour or two, it basically went straight up, which was awesome to see, and it was a pretty nice play. So that was great to see. The bot did a pretty good job. And then in terms of the swings, again, it was a pretty good week. Tom locked in the profits with Fastly and CVS at some pretty good times. Overall, we have a lot of plays in the works still, so some plays are definitely tanking down, like the DraftKings one. We scooped up a leap, what was it, a month ago now, and DraftKings has been falling quite a bit, especially on Friday because of their earnings release. All in all, it's more of a longer-term play, and we still picked it up at a pretty good level, and I'm not really too worried about it. It just needs a little bit of time, but it does suck to see the short-term bearish movement, you can say. We also closed out of the TLT play, which I want to pull up really right here. We closed out of this play. It was so good in the beginning, but it still ended up being profitable. We had a put debit spread on TLT. Basically, we locked in half of our profits at 128%, or an amazing number. And TLT had a pretty big reversal, which made the value of the put debit spread fall. So we had to exit. Well, we didn't have to, but we did exit the TLT, the remaining part of the TLT spread on Friday, and it still ended up being a pretty good profit, a little over 35% or so, which is good to see. We still have a lot of other plays in the works. What was it? NEO was a small loss this week. But yeah, overall, things are going pretty good. Tom scooped up a JMIA leap, which is looking pretty good. What I really like about this one is the pricing. The break-even price is $26, and it has all the way until 2023. So, looking at the chart, it looks very, very likely to... It's just a really good setup. The options are priced well, and I'm excited to see how this one does. We also had some smart money flowing into it. And then that was mainly that in terms of the swings. The theta plays have been going pretty well as normal. Pretty slow and steady growth, which is the goal of it. It's not like this is going to increase by 50% in a week or anything like that, but it's really hard to beat the consistency of the theta plays. They do very well. And, if you need any help with these premium selling plays, just ask Tom, Hunter, or myself in the Discord. Hunter really does a pretty good job with it, and it's a pretty awesome strategy. So all in all, thank you guys so much for watching, and have an amazing weekend.